When Jessica Torres was shot and killed outside a hamburger stand in San Bernardino last month, police were at a loss for a motive. Now they think it was a murder for hire involving several people and paid for by someone very close to the victim. Inland Empire Bureau Chief Ron McMillan reports.
It's a case that had the San Bernardino Police Department stumped. The murder of resident Jessica Torres in broad daylight. Who would want her dead?
Jessica was a businesswoman in our community. She was well known and well respected by many.
It happened on January 10th outside Burger Point in San Bernardino. The victim walking out to her car. Watch as the suspect vehicle drives up. The suspect then approaching the victim. That suspect armed with a handgun. There's a fight over her purse, then a fight over the weapon. The victim doing everything she can to get away, then trying to run toward the restaurant. That's when the suspect, identified as Gerardo Llamas, opens fire, killing her.
Later on during the investigation, we located this SUV, being the suspect SUV, abandoned on the east side of town. In that vehicle, there was evidence leading us to additional suspects.
So how did they put it together? Well, police believe this suspect is the shooter, this suspect the getaway driver. The investigation revealed that the driver's brother actually worked for this suspect, who leased land at a pallet company from this suspect. And it turns out he is the victim's husband.
These criminals targeted this victim in a murder for hire scheme that was stemming from a contentious divorce from one of the suspects, Sergio Reveles.
Police say the victim and her husband owned properties worth millions of dollars, but they're not releasing any details about how the alleged murder for hire plot started. They did say the husband paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to have his wife killed. All 5 suspects now facing murder charges.
We will proceed on this matter as is currently alleged, with the potential of special circumstances as a result of some of the facts that you've heard here, and obviously the tragedy and travesty of having an individual that was essentially assassinated at one of her favorite eateries in San Bernardino. It's a very, very sad case.
Hello, I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC7 content by clicking the subscribe button for our YouTube.
Shalom. First and foremost, before I get started, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rahakwadash. Double honors, apostles, and elders, Frank Millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Man, you saw that news report. That was a murder for hire. As you saw, the guy was that did the shooting. He was dressed, had a, that you couldn't, the way he was dressed, hopefully to conceal his identity. He had the silencer on the handgun he had, so, reduce the noise. Thing is, though, security cameras caught everything. Everything up to the point where he shot and, murdered the woman, Torres. And as you can see, everybody involved in that, from the woman all the way to all 5 men, all Northern Kingdom, all Israelites, man, that's wild. Like, just to see something like that, broad daylight. Man, we tell you, starting from the apostles and elders down to the least brother, like we've been telling you, this, the times we in are perilous. Time is getting short. Like I said, for that to go down in broad daylight outside of a restaurant where anybody can see, man. And from the news report, the husband paid hundreds of thousands of dollars for this because they're going through a divorce. And in Esau's kingdom, we know, in this kingdom, when a man and a woman go through divorce, it could be terrible. It could be a lot of back and forth. It could be heated. Because why? Because this society pushes for that when you come together in marriage, it's about money. It's about money. It's about property. So when divorce comes, all that's getting split up. And from what they said in the news report, her and her husband owned a lot of property worth, millions. So he didn't want to give that up. Because we understand in this society of that Esau created, the wife can clean you out. So his resort was to hire people to take her out. Boy, I tell you, are people wicked, man? This is what happens when we've been trapped and in captivity underneath these damn devils. Our people wax worse and worse, and that's what you see. That's what you saw in that news report. Man, it was just better for you to go through the whole divorce proceedings. You might have come out, getting something, getting half of which, you got to give up something. You got to give up half of what you had and everything. But it would have been better than you doing this, murdering your wife, soon to be ex-wife, but murdering her. Now you about to go to prison. You and the other 4 guys for a long time. Because murder for hire, they're gonna stick you with a lot of prison time. So hey, this is Babylon, America, the most wicked place on the planet. What do you expect? Let's get some scriptures. This is Galatians chapter 5, start verse 19 to 21. Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanliness, lasciviousness, salaki. Be hard, having to pronounce that word. Lasciviousness. I pronounced it wrong, salaki. Adultery, witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulation, wrath, strife, sedition, heresies. Verse 21. Envyings. That's what was going on in that, there was some envy because he already knew he was going to, he had to give them some things up, and he couldn't take that, he couldn't deal with that. Murders. What happened? He murdered. All 5 of them murdered that one woman. Drunkenness, revelings, and such like, of the which I tell you before, as I've also told you in the time past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahshai. Because all this that happened stemmed from money, property, and the value of said property, which they said it was in the millions. This all stems from money. Just when they have money. The Bible says the love of money is the root of all evil. And he had it. He had to get her gone because he didn't want to give up some of the possessions, the worldly possessions he was going to have, that they probably, got together while they were married and whatnot, or they might have had before. But at the end of the day, hey, you're in captivity. You're in punishment. Like, yes, we don't want to go through certain things. And, like I said, they were going through divorce. But, man, you've been better off just going through the divorce and giving up the little trinkets that you had. You know, like I said, there's a possibility you would have came out better than you would have thought, but you went the route of hiring people to murder your wife. That's the wickedness of this place. Let me get this. Let me see. I have another scripture. Let me think. I tell you. This is Deuteronomy. Here we go. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 54. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother and toward his wife of his bosom and toward the remnant of his children which he shall leave. That's the curses. That's the curses in Deuteronomy 28 chapter. All the way down to verse 68. You go through curses. These curses line up to so-called Black, Hispanics, Native Americans. The curses was on him to have an evil eye towards his wife of his bosom. Look what he did. For what? For the love of money. This all stems because he didn't want to give up his money or give up half of his money. See? Jake, man, you gotta learn, man. You gotta learn. This stuff is nothing. You could have gave up some of that stuff. You've been all right. But, you know, these people don't know Yahweh Shema Shai. They still probably stuck in Christianity and whatnot, Catholicism. Jake won't learn though. I think it's Psalms. Got one more scripture I want to go to. Let me see. I think Psalms 37. Yeah, that's it. This is Psalms chapter 37, verse 8. Cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil. Because he did an evil thing. They all did an evil thing. Scriptures tell you, cease from anger and forsake wrath. He didn't do that. He had a lot of wrath inside of him to get to the point to hire people to murder your wife. A lot of wrath. He did an evil thing. And now his judgment, part of his judgment is he's going to prison. So like I said, I saw that news report and I was like, damn. Times we're living in are very perilous. It's waxing worse and worse out here. And as you can see, Jake, you in it. You in it. Yahweh Shema Shai is going to put some things on you. Because a lot of you Jakes and Eves, so-called Black, Hispanics, Native Americans, y'all still stuck and stupid. You're still in Christianity. You're still following the ways after the heathen, still celebrating Halloween, birthdays, Christmas, Thanksgiving, all these other pagan holidays. You're still going off. And us being put into slavery, captivity, and being stuck here in Babylon, America, these were the curses that Yahweh Shema Shai put on us for our punishment. And a lot of y'all not going to get right. Because a lot of y'all part of 2/3 that's going to perish and die here in Babylon. But before that happens, you know, like I said, a lot of things are going to be revealed and shown that we are these people. And we're underneath the curses. So, yeah, I saw that video. It got me thinking. I was like, do a quick lesson on it. But, yeah, hey, Jake, Eve, get right before it's too late. Come back to Yahweh Shema Shai, repent, and get in order. Or that could be you in a news report. Many new brothers doing reports daily on a lot of different things, and it's just showing you It's getting worse out here, so it would behoove you to get yourself in order. If it be Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshua's will. I hope that was edifying to the flock. I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem, or HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles, the elders, great millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Till next time. Shalom.